Discord is not a good thing.
You must have heard about how Microsoft once tried to buy Yahoo for $44.6 billion. That was later rejected by Yahoo, and then after a few years, it was sold to Verizon for just $4.48 billion. Now, since Discord recently denied a similar offer from Microsoft, could it be a good thing? Or do you think that they might have headed towards the same direction as Yahoo for the future? Let me know this in the comments below and let's dive right in. Discord, a platform that was originally made for gamers back in 2015, has become one of the things today that many people install on their computers as an essential software. And not just computers, even mobile phones. As of today, Discord has over 300 million accounts on their platform. And what's likable about their platform is the fact that almost everything that they have to offer is free. Like giving us the ability to stream games among our friends with probably the best quality possible among its competitors, which can also be used for watching Netflix or any other movies and shows in particular. And that too without any hassle. And back when it came out in 2015, they literally had a tagline that said, "It's time to ditch Skype and TeamSpeak." And as mentioned before, the platform was first exclusively designed for gamers. But in the recent times, with the spike in usage of Discord, things have been changing, which is necessary on platforms. But we have seen what happened to Skype or Facebook. So how is it looking for Discord here? Now let's start with what's going on recently. So Google, that owns YouTube, issued cease and desist letters, which is just a way of saying stop it, to two widely popular Discord bots, Groovy and Rythm. Now both of these bots were known for playing music, out of which it was reported that 92% of all the music played by Groovy specifically was played from YouTube. And a huge part of YouTube's revenue comes from advertisements. And so the way these bots streamed audio from YouTube videos skipped those advertisements. So here, if we assume that Groovy had over, say, 100 million users, which is just a rough estimate, it could be even more. Let's further assume that all of those people played 5 songs a day. That would be 500 million views on YouTube without advertisements. And the fact that these bots had a premium membership for some extra features like 24x7 music streams, we all can see why Google had a problem here. Now going back to estimations, if we could assume that Groovy had over 100 million people, even if 0.1% of all those people bought the premium membership, they would still be making $400,000 a month. Now although this is all a sad news, but knowing Google, it's a good thing that they only issued a cease and desist letter. It could have been something worse. Also, if we look back a little, YouTube and Discord already seem to have a deal that took place just a while ago before this whole thing happened with music bots. And so it might be safe to assume that this partnership is what caused YouTube to take interest in investigating what's out there, like with these bots, as they themselves have been planning to introduce an official YouTube integration, which they have already been testing these days. And if this integration turns out to be good, then maybe the removal of these music bots won't be that much of a problem. But if something like this can happen out of nowhere, expect more surprises in the future. Discord's skeptical history is something that a lot of people don't even know about, and I would like to give a huge shout out to TechLord's video on this topic and would highly recommend you to watch it. But basically, Discord's founder Jason Citron was also the founder of a company called OpenFiend, which was another mobile social gaming network which was later sold for $104 million to a Japanese company. Now that may sound normal, but after a lawsuit, it was found that OpenFiend accessed, monitored and stored sensitive user data as like someone's exact GPS location and even social media data. It was also designed in a way that somehow bypassed a device's security and privacy settings. And once again, remember, this is all coming from the founder of Discord. The reason why this is important to look at is because Discord is a free-to-use platform, and the only way for them to make money is through subscriptions like the Discord Nitro, And many people have claimed that it's not sustainable enough for the company. The problem is, since Discord is a private company, we could never really know about their exact estimates. Along with all of this, Discord has more privacy issues. For example, basically everything you do on the platform, and sometimes even off-platform stuff like when you play games while Discord is running on the background, Discord locks in almost everything. And also remember, there is no end-to-end encryption on the platform, even in your DMs. And if you ever decide to leave the platform and move on from certain things by deleting your account, it's just your profile picture and name that is going to be deleted. Everything else, including all your messages and your attachments, are forever going to stay on the platform unless you try to delete them one by one. I'll be linking TechLord's video in the description if you're more interested in privacy issues and scandals with Discord. Just remember this one thing. Even if the Discord officials have cute anime profile pictures, or if they let people with mainstream internet humor handle their socials, or use terms such as "our wizards are processing your magical request," it still does not make them any different from Facebook or Twitter. This one needed to be addressed because the targeted audience of Discord is mostly teenagers, and if you think about it, this sort of marketing is really working well for them. Discord at the end of the day is a private company, meaning that they never really need to disclose their financial data to the public. This may change in the future, but until then, we can only do estimates. And so far, those estimates look really good. Microsoft recently tried to buy Discord for $12 billion, which is a huge amount, and something that Discord ended up declining. And although we cannot be sure about it, like whether if they did not like the amount good enough, Sony seemed to have a huge investment on Discord in order to integrate it with PlayStation. Not only this, but it was also rumored that Twitter had tried to buy Discord for as high as $18 billion. Now there's also this rumor out there that Discord might go public with an IPO, which is the reason why they are declining most of these acquisition offers. Now this might make sense, but just for the record, we've seen what it's like when companies go public. It's mostly about making profits rather than focusing on the actual thing. Like back when Apple went public in 1980, for the sake of financial gain, even Steve Jobs himself was fired, the founder of the company. And we all remember this scene from Spider-Man 1.
What? But you can't do this to me. I started this company. You know how much I sacrificed?
But that's just one example. Recently, if you have seen, Discord also has decreased the amount of boosts needed to level up a server, along with making regional pricing adjustments for Discord Nitro plans. This is an important one to look at because Nitro and server boosting is the only two ways Discord claim to make money, and so making these changes must be really important. Although this is tempting, but this shows that they're trying to broaden up their paying users as much as possible. Speaking of which, the platform that was once known only among gamers was tweaked last year. The tagline was also changed to Imagine a Place, and thus so far it has only done good to the platform because of the pandemic timing when people do need that imaginary place. However, recently there have been rumors that they might be introducing Discord for Business soon and that they might bring in advertisements to the platform as well. Changes and updates are absolutely fine and it's the default way of progressing, and so far Discord is doing it really well. But seeing great platforms such as what Instagram has turned into in the recent times, like in the beginning, Instagram was just a simple image sharing platform. That's what set it apart. But as of right now, you can see it no longer follows that simplicity concept. But the main thing is that it's working really well for their financial gain and making everyone addicted. We know what big changes can do. So if your question was whether if Discord will die soon, the answer is probably not. But can it become a totally different thing and unenjoyable for the early audiences? Well, that might happen, as it always does. Because one day, we won't be the primary audience. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the multiverse.